Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry guys, I had to make a second video because I was taking my the iPad off of the case, out of the case, and wanted to put it on my tripod, and I should have did that before I started recording, but I hit the off button by accident, and so the video shut off. So now we're gonna have two videos. So look out for your first video, and this will be the second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, but what am I gonna do? All right, it happens, like I said. Okay. Now the cabbage is in here. I'm gonna get a paper towel to put on there. I'm gonna take the cabbage out. I think it should be done. Yeah, I think it should be soft enough. There we go, guys. See? Can't really see with this goddamn. Let them dry off. There. Switches down. Okay. Let them drain. This one broke a little bit. It'll do. It'll do. This one's a little broken up, but it'll be okay. I think that's it. Let's shut this off. Let this sit over here for a minute and cool off. I'm gonna put these over here and let them cool off. I'm gonna salt them a little bit, guys, just so they have a little seasoning. Not much, just a little bit. All right, so those are done. I'm wondering if I should make just a little bit more. I'll just leave that for now. Okay, so what I have here is I opened up the tomatoes, and I have to, did I open up all of them? 1, 2, 3. I opened up all of them. I'm going to unplug it and get this, and this is what I'm going to do, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'll show you. This is going to be a pain in me, actually, to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to move you guys too, so you guys can see better. And I know I should put this I should take this hot sweater off, because I'm starting to get hot now. And I don't want to get hot because then I'll get cranky. Okay. All right, let's take this. Let's put this over here, guys. You can see me over here better. That's a better angle. Let me just get a little sip of my water. All right. Now, guys, what I'm gonna do is I usually use my big chopper in there that I have, but I don't feel like getting it down. It's high up. My husband's in the living room. He just had therapy and his arms are kind of killing him, so I'm not going to ask him to do it. I feel bad, so I'm going to use my little chopper. But so I have to drain out the tomato juice because I can't fit it all in here. So I fit, like you guys can see, fit like 3 tomatoes at a time. I could do 4 probably. I should have took a bigger bowl because that bowl right here is not going to be big enough. All right, guys. I wanted to cut up some onion before I continue that because I need to get the onions and the garlic a little sauteed in the pan before, so I can throw the tomatoes in so the marinara can start, cooking a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna cut up some onion for my, for the meat, meat mixture. So I like a little onion in that. And I'm gonna cut up some onion for the marinara. Just give me 1 second. I wanna see if my chopper is here somewhere. If it's, forget it. If it was here. All right, well, we'll just chop it up. Okay. Let's get this covered. Oh, God. I don't know, guys. I had a lot of motivation this morning, you know, and this afternoon already. But I figured, you know, when I have the motivation to do stuff, I like to kind of force myself to do it because, you know, not always that way. You know, when you fight depression, guys, it's like everything's a big project. But some days are better than others. And when there's better days, guys, I try to, like I told you this before, I try to act on those because, you know, I would say I have more better days than, I would say I have more good than bad days. I really would. I would say maybe once a week, maybe once or twice a week, I have a bad day, which I still function, even with the bad day. I mean, you see, I mostly put out videos every day. Once in a blue moon, maybe once a week, I won't put a video up, which is probably maybe the last 2 weeks. I don't know. It's very, very rare that I do that, but there are times when I'm just exhausted and I can't do it. I just can't do it. And those times when I'm not on, guys, unless I told you something that I'm not going to be on, those are the reasons why I'm not on. If you don't see a video of me, don't panic, because it's just because I'm probably exhausted. You know, maybe I was running around that day or something. Like I said, it happens very rarely, guys. So, because I do have people saying to me, Linda, where are you? I was worried. Are you okay? If I miss a day, so I just want you guys to know that I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. Okay, so listen, guys. Wednesday is International Day. International Wednesday. And guys, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing Chinese because I have everything in the house for it. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be making I'm going to be making lo mein. I'm not sure if it's going to be vegetable lo mein, chicken lo mein. It might just be plain lo mein. I'm not sure. So that's what I'm making, guys. Chinese lo mein. Very excited about that. I have everything in my cabinet. In my, pretty sure I do. Cause like when you make lo mein, I'm dropping onions. When you make lo mein, guys, when I make lo mein, there's certain things that you have to buy like one time for, and you always have it, like the fish oil and like the you know, like the soy sauce for chuka. I think I ran out of soy sauce. I'm gonna have to have my husband pick that up tomorrow. Because soy sauce I need. I know I have the hoisin sauce. I have the other sauce, the white vinegar, the wine vinegar, whatever. I have mostly everything. I don't think I have soy sauce though. So that's one thing he's gonna have to pick up for me, because that's really a main thing in there, is soy sauce and hoisin sauce. So yeah, so if I have chicken, which I don't know, I might have some boneless chicken thighs, yes, that I can probably do, so I can do I'm gonna do a chicken lo mein, guys. It comes out so good. My husband tells me to make it. He tells me to make it all the time because he likes it better than the lo mein from the Chinese store. I don't see how. I really don't. I think it's good, and it's the type of thing too that sometimes it comes out better than at other times. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, this came out so good, and then sometimes I'm like, it wasn't that good tonight, you know. So it's just me. I'm my worst enemy. He always tells me that. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna make, guys. Chinese this week. And when I go shopping this week, the end of the week, I have to figure out what I'm gonna bake on next Wednesday. So this way I have it on my shopping list, because that's the problem. I forgot. I didn't set myself up for that. So I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna make? and I have to wait till Thursday to go shopping again, guys, because you know the way that is. He gets paid every 2 weeks, and so, you know, whatever, it wasn't in the budget. My eyes are burning. So when I go shopping, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do Greek next week. I've been wanting to do that. So I'm probably going to do Greek. All right, so this week is Chinese. Yummy, yummy. It's going to be so yummy. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I'm excited about that. All right, I wanted these fairly small because I'm probably not going to even use all these onions. These are 2 big onions. All I know is that my eyes are burning. Bro, what are you doing, buddy? I hope you're not eating onions. Yeah, no. I dropped onions on the floor, guys. He's not eating them. He won't eat onions. He's smart. You don't want onions, buddy? Okay. All right, I'm going to put some oil in the pan and get some garlic. And I'll cut the garlic up. Guys, I'm going to cut this garlic up here. So guys, we're supposed to get this big ice storm tonight. It's supposed to start like late in the evening. And I don't know, supposedly it's supposed to be really, really bad, like the worst ever here, they said. The guy on the news said, on the local news said that we have a pink area, which he said it's rarely ever pink. So that means that it's a bad ice storm. But then my daughter just told me a little while ago, because she had to call me, and she told me that she doesn't think it's going to be as bad as they said it was going to be. So we'll see. I don't know about you guys. Ice, I'd rather have, I hate snow too, but I'd rather have snow than ice, because ice scares me. Ice is like, ugh. You know, you might as well just put your ice skates on. You can't stop in ice. You know, snow is one thing, but ice, no. I hate the winter. I'm waiting for spring, guys. Everybody, let's do a spring dance. Woohoo! A spring dance. I don't think it'll help, but we can hope, right? We can hope. All right, this garlic is all cut up. Let me put some olive oil in that pan. I'll turn you guys around so you can see. Let me get the olive oil. Yeah. Alright. I love this thing, but it comes out really slow and it aggravates me a little bit. But life isn't perfect. Okay. That should be good. Let me get my little scraper thing, guys. Pick up the onions with that. Let's move this over a little bit. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, bro? Onions and some garlic. Go. I think I do have some fresh parsley in there still. Guys. Onions and the garlic. Put that in there. Whenever I make my marinaras, my Italian Sunday gravy, always start out with onions and garlic, guys. Always. That's just the way I do it. Such glare today. So I could start letting that saute a little bit. This way I can start putting the sauce in. Okay? Let's get these tomatoes going. I'm gonna wait another minute so then I can put the tomato sauce in here. So they saute just a little bit. My eyes are kind of burning. Alright, let me put this in here. There we go. Put the other ones in here. 1, 2, 3, about the noise. All right, the onion and garlic is just starting to get fragrant now, guys. So that means I'm going to put this sauce, pour this sauce in, because I don't want the garlic to burn. Put this one in there. This is a pain in the booty. Pain in the booty. All right, guys, so all the tomatoes are crushed up in here. I lowered the flame just a little bit. Now I'm gonna put some seasonings in it. My seasonings are over here, so let's get them. And I'm gonna get started on the chopped meat. Again, pepper, salt, onion powder, garlic powder. Hello. This isn't the right garlic. Where's the other garlic? Here it is. I have one unopened and one not opened. I should open up that one just so I don't have to go over there to the table. But that's what I'll do. Let me just tell my husband something, guys. Give me 1 second. Can you do me a favor? Can you call the pharmacy while I'm doing this? And can you call the pharmacy and see if they have those strips in, if they called them in? Otherwise I had to call them quickly. They're the freestyle strips. Okay. Alright guys, sorry about that. You know how that is. The doctor's supposed to call in something for me for my diabetes, and I was there at the doctor's office last Wednesday. When I was in the office, she literally said she ordered it right then and there. It still hasn't been to the pharmacy. It's like 7, 8 days already. And then it was the weekend, and I couldn't reach them. It's like ridiculous. Like really, do your job, people. Ugh. You got to be on them, guys. You really just have to be on them with everything. All right, so I put salt, pepper, garlic powder, parsley. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning. And like I said, this is just the marinara tonight. Let me see if I have some grated cheese here. Oh, where are you, grated cheese? My husband puts it in all different kinds of spots. I love him to death. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm so lucky because he's so helpful. He does the dishes. He's really just a really, really good husband. But he drives me crazy because he moves all my shit, all my stuff. Shh, don't tell him I told you that. Shh. He moves all my stuff. And you know, I'm short. So he puts things high up, not remembering. And then I have to go stretch. And I had a stool, but I broke it, so I need a new stool. All right, so we're gonna let this is all seasoned up now. We're gonna let this simmer. And I'm gonna go back over there with my seasonings. And let's see if I can do this. Carry all this over, and I'll get you guys in 1 second. Put all this over here. And we'll move this back because we have to get the pot, the bowl over here with the chopped meat so I can start mixing. I don't think, let me get you over here, guys. Sorry about the movement. I don't think that I'm going to use all this meat for the stuffed cabbage. I think I'm gonna make maybe either a mini meatloaf with it or or some meatballs maybe. Can't get in here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do something with it. All right, guys. Okay. Salt, So I mean, it's like, I started I think at like 2:40 or something. It's already 10 to 4. Like, this is why sometimes we don't eat till 7 o'clock, because it takes this long to do all these steps and stuff, you know? It just really does. And we don't really like, we eat late, but we don't like to eat late. Like, we really don't. Garlic powder, we like to eat like 5:30, 6, maybe 6. Onion. Pepper. I did salt already. Parsley. I do have fresh parsley. I'm gonna go get it in a minute. Fresh parsley. Grated cheese. I have to figure out these points later. Yeah, I'll figure that out. And I'm gonna put some fresh garlic in this, some more. This part, I don't want to put the rest of that. I'm not gonna put all these onions in, but I'm gonna put a nice handful, guys, because I like onions in my stuffed cabbage. Woo! I swear, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't making a freaking mess. It wasn't me, it wouldn't be me. Alright, that's enough. I'll put the rest of the garlic. What the hell? What am I going to use it for anyway? Right? The more garlic, the better, guys. Alright. Okay, so did I put it? I put Italian seasoning in, right? Alright, so trying to think. I don't think I'm gonna put any breadcrumbs in it, but I'm not sure if I think I'm gonna put 1 egg in it, because it's gonna have to hold it together. So I'm gonna put 1 egg in it with this, which I'll have to add to my points. What I'll do is I won't separate all these items that I'm putting in there. I'll do like a meatloaf. I mean, like what's in a meatball, you know what I mean? And I'll just count the points for that, or a meatloaf, something like that. You know, that's what I'll do with that. All right, guys, so I got the egg. Put 1 egg in. 1 egg. Put it in my garbage bowl. I have water in here, guys. In one of the cans, I put some water. All right, I'm not going to use breadcrumbs right now, because I'm trying to save on the points. So I'm going to mix this and see how it is. If it needs a little breadcrumbs, I'll put a little bit of breadcrumbs in. So, I really don't want to mix this. I don't feel like mixing this with my hands, but guess what? Guess what? I'm going to have to, because it's really the only way to do it. Water. Definitely going to put all that water. And that was probably about a half a cup of water, guys. My hands are clean. I just washed them. So, the hands, please. Please don't comment that I didn't wash my hands, because I did. Oh shoot, I gotta get the other parts, the fresh parsley, so do that in a second. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put breadcrumbs in. I don't think it needs it. I really don't. And what I can do, guys, I can either put, well, I don't want to do that. I was gonna put pork rinds in here for me, you know, because of the low carb. But I can just take my low carb bread, and I can you know, mince it up and use that. I could even use a piece of that bread if I wanted to, because it's low carb, so it's good. You know, it's good as far as points go, and as far as all that goes. As my carbs intake go with this goddamn diabetes. I hate you. I hate diabetes. It's the worst, guys. It's the worst. And this, I think, smells okay. It doesn't smell like I want it to smell, and I definitely need some more water, guys. Definitely need to be moisture, but I'm going to add a little bit more aromatics. Some more Italian seasoning. If I don't smell it, I like it to have that smell. You know what I'm going to get to, even though it's in this already? I'm going to get some Italian, I'm going to get some oregano. I'm not going to put any more salt, because I'm adding a little more grated cheese, and I don't want to overpower it with salt, guys, you know that. Worst thing to me is when something's too salty. Oh God. Oh, it just irks me. Onion powder, let's put some more parsley, and like I said, I'm gonna get the fresh parsley. I like to see the parsley in my food. And I have to wash these down when I'm done because my hand is kind of meaty. But that's what I usually do, guys. I wipe my seasonings down. All right, let me get some more water. Gravy marinara is cooking away, simmering away. This should be good here. All right. Some more stuff. Come on. All right. Smells now. Starting to smell good. Starting to smell good. I'm gonna put the rest of this water, and that should be good. I'm gonna go get the fresh parsley because I want to put some fresh parsley in here. And then we can start wrapping up the cabbage. I'm definitely gonna have a lot of this mixture left over. Probably for a meatloaf, guys. I'm gonna make a the only problem is I can make a meatloaf. No, I really can't make it in the George Foreman because it's not gonna work in George Foreman. So I'm probably gonna, well, although I can save this till Wednesday. Wednesday I'm getting my new oven, right? So Wednesday I can make a meatloaf. I can save that. I can save half of it or whatever I'm gonna save and use it Wednesday. Who knows what time my onion, who knows what time my onion will be in? What time my oven will be in. Let me wash my hands, guys. Wash my hands so that I can touch the scissors. Get the majority of this chop meat off and the egg and all the other stuff that's in here. Whew. That's how you guys. I wish I could be 23 forever. I just get so tired so quickly. Comment below, guys, if you get tired quickly. If you're over the age of 50 and you get tired quickly, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure I'm gonna have lots of comments about who gets tired quickly. Because I think it's very, very normal. Very normal. Alright, we don't want stems. But guys, I'm not meticulous anymore. As long as it's clean, I just scissor it in because I don't have patience to sit here and slice it up. I mean, sometimes I do, but I don't really care. As long as it's clean, and that's it. Now, there are some stems in it. I got some stems in. So I'm going to try to take as many of the stems out because, you know, I don't mind big pieces of parsley, but I don't want to be choking on the stem. So that's the only bad thing. It's a little time consuming, but like I said before, guys, it's worth it. It really is worth it. If they're tiny, tiny stems, I'm not going to bother with them, but if they're, you know, if they're big and, you know, you don't want huge stems in here. And then you'll get the family members, Mom, there's a stem, where's this grass? You know, all of us. They don't realize that this grass is what seasons your food, what makes your food so freaking good. I say that to my kids all the time. That grass that you complained about seasons your food and makes it why you say my mom's food is so good. You know why? Because I'm using grass. I'm using parsley, guys. You know what? Can't make everybody happy, right? I'm really learning that in my life that, like, I just don't, I love my family, don't get me wrong, and I love my friends and people and all that, but you know, you have to really put yourself first, you know, and not always push yourself aside to make somebody else happy, because you know what? You got one life, honey. One life. You know what I mean? Make yourself happy. Be kind. I'm not saying don't help people. Be kind, help people, be generous, have an open heart, all of that. That's a given. I'm just saying don't don't ruin yourself to help somebody else, because then you won't be any good to anybody, guys. All right, that's just a little tidbit. And remember, don't dull your shine. Don't let anybody dull your shine, guys. Don't let anybody dull your shine. Stand up and walk with your head held high no matter what. Okay, guys? That's what I want to always say. You know that. All right, so there's really no stems. There's a couple stems, but you know, whatever. And they'll survive. So we got nice fresh parsley. Some of it's a little big. Oh, here's a stem. Woo! Let's get that out of there. All right. Oh, this is nice and moist. Oh, and I can smell it. God, I love when I can smell it. It smells so freaking good. That's when I know it's ready. When I know it's ready. Okay. All right. Let's move this over here. Got all my paraphernalia over here. Let's put that piece of parsley in there. We don't want to waste parsley. Oh, that's garbage. So I'll put that in the garbage bowl. I'm not going to wash my hands because I'm going to be doing this. And I'm going to do it on the paper plate. Even though it's on the cutting board, I'm going to do it on the paper plate. All right, guys. So here we go. I salted this too. I salted the... I want to taste it. Really good. I can taste the salt, guys. I'm going to eat this one. All right. All right. You guys can see, right? I'm going to make this like into a little, use my hand. I'm going to make it into like a little log, I guess. Here's a stem. Let's take out the stem, but the stem is attached to a leaf. All right, I'll stick this in here. Now this one is a little shy of the cabbage, but that's okay. I might have to make some more cabbage. I don't know. Let me get a plate to put these on. This one is a little shy. It's a little shy of cabbage. Let's see if I can fix that. Get a plate. Let me see this. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap. No, it's not going to even work. It's not going to work. I'm just going to leave that like that. All right, guys, that one's wrapped. Barely, but it's wrapped. Okay. Let's get another one. I probably should have made bigger pieces. All right, this one's fairly big. Let's get this in here. Make it like almost like a big fat hot dog or sausage. Trying to think how I'm going to do this one. This one like this. And I think I'm going to take some of the chopped meat out because I think it's too much. Stuff that one like that. There we go. Let's get another one. Stuff that like that. I hope all the cabbage stays, the meat stays in there. Here's another one. I think I'm going to boil a couple more pieces of cabbage, guys. I really do, because I don't think, I'm not going to have enough, and they're not big enough. They're not big enough. Wrap this one up. Take some of that meat out, because I don't want it really oozing out too much. Got the cabbage there. Let's see what we got here. We got these two here. A little bit small, so I'll make little. I'll put a little one in here. That one wrapped up. Cute little mini stuffed cabbage. We got this one. I'm going to boil that water again. I'm going to take some more of those, a couple, like 2 or 3 more of those cabbage. And use that. Put that there. Alright, let me wash my hands, guys, and get that water boiling, and I'm going to put more cabbage into the pan. Let's move it over here. Alright. Alright, guys, so these are all made up. Note to self, I bought this small little cabbage because I wasn't going to make a lot of them. Not a good thing. I should have bought a big cabbage regardless, because it made the shell so tiny that it's hard to fit a lot of meat in there. So I had to kind of like double up on them, you know, just to cover them.
Julie's one, she bought the cabbage.
No, I told her which one to buy.
Okay.
Actually, Walmart had only one cabbage, and it was this little tiny thing. So I said, she goes, you want that one? I said, yeah, just grab it, you know. But next time I have to get a bigger cabbage this way. So I'm like, almost like pasting them together. But that's okay. They're still gonna be delicious, and there's enough here for my husband and I, whatever. So now this shot meat here that I have left over, guys, look at all this. I'm gonna make hamburgers out of this, and I'm gonna freeze them because this meat, I think, is, you know, probably another day or 2, and it'll have to go in the garbage. What?
I don't like them frozen.
The burgers you don't like
I
frozen?
don't like it when you take fresh meat and freeze it.
You don't?
I don't think they come out that good when you make them.
I've done that before. You don't like them?
I know.
Now he's informing me that he doesn't like the hamburgers when I make them fresh and freeze them.
Because they come out very, very tough to me.
They do?
Last time I thought they did.
So what do I do with this meat then?
I would just keep it in the fridge.
Yeah, but you can't, only a couple more days and then it's gonna be done. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Unless Wednesday, no, listen, you know what we can do? Wednesday, when we get our oven, I can make a meatloaf. That's what we'll do. It'll be fine until Wednesday, Thursday, so let's wait. We'll see Wednesday how the time goes. If the oven gets hooked up quickly, it's supposed to be here between 1 and 5. You know how that goes. If not, maybe I'll just make meatballs with them. And we can have meatball heroes or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, so I'm just going to leave this and I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. These I'm going to put to the side. And I'm going to, what?
I say you roll it up now and just put it in an air fryer.
What?
Meatballs.
I'm tired. Who wants me to roll up meatballs now and put them in the air fryer?
Get it. Whatever.
I'm tired,
I'm
guys.
just starved.
Yeah, he'll starve. He looks like he's starving.
Nah, wait till tomorrow. So just put it in the fridge.
I like raw cabbage.
Snickerdoodle. Snickerpoodle.
He calls me Snookapoodle, Snookadoodle.
Snickerdoodle.
Isn't that,
Snickerdoodle, my cute little poodle.
isn't that odd?
Snickerdoodle, my cute little poodle.
I really like raw cabbage. Oh, God. I hope this is for free food. I think it is. It's vegetable. I think it's a zero food cabbage. Let's hope. Alright, guys. I'm gonna pause a minute. What time is it? Oh. I'm gonna pause a minute. I'm gonna clean up quick here. And get the ninja started heating up. Get these cooked. And figure out what Jenny's gonna eat because she's not gonna eat stuffed cabbage. Maybe I'll just make her a burger. I'll make my son-in-law to be a burger. My daughter's not gonna be home, and I don't know about my son. I gotta text him and see what he's doing. All right, I'll be back. Hey everyone. So listen, I'm gonna end this video now because I had some hiccups. My battery's dying on my iPad and just the wires and everything. I don't want to do that, hook it up right now. So I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna cook the, I'm gonna start putting the cabbage, guys, here's the cabbage. I'm gonna start putting it into the Ninja, get it all cooked up and everything, and then when I have my plate, guys, I'll show you my plate. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification button with that bell so you're notified every single time I post, guys, all right? Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.